Hello and welcome. Shannon Cecilia here, and I am sharing the energy of today's reading with you. Now, as we prepare ourselves for this reading journey, I invite you to remove the distractions and breathe in and breathe out, releasing any tightness or heaviness that you feel. If When you're in a safe space to do so, I invite you to release the time constraints that we put on ourselves with scheduling and to-dos and the hustle and bustle, and sit for a moment and pause. Invite you to bring something to write with, a journal, a notebook, a piece of paper, and write down any symbols or images or messages or insights that you receive as you listen to this reading. Now, I do my readings a little differently, and if it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. Just leave it where it's at for another person. If there is the energy of you trying to fit it in or to make things fit like a puzzle right together, then this reading is not for you. People who this reading is for know this and stay in their lane. So if it's not for you, keep scrolling and come back another day for another message. So I have the Wild Unknown Archetypes, and it's a beautiful deck. I have my crystal ball here as well, as I will be scrying as I'm receiving the messages in. And the first card I chose is the Father. And this card, the Father, really brought me down into the grounding of my energy, my root chakra, just like the base, just sitting for a moment in that energy of the Father. And in doing so, I want to bring in the energy of a tree. And the tree is above and below. And we have the tree as the metaphysical, reaching up to the cosmos, the roots, sinking down into Mother Gaia, to the crystal heart center of our earth. And when we sink in to the energy of this reading, for journaling, we ask ourselves, what is potentially the root of where we are now on our journey? What's our vibe? What's our energy? Tune into that. What does that bring up for you? And this card, we've got the balance of the black and white and the full color expression. And we have the sun and the moon and that beautiful balanced energy of the light and the dark. So when we are on our journey, we tend to feel into the light and the dark and the ebb and the flow. So what does that mean for you? What is coming up for you right now in your journey? Receive clarity. Are you going to this reading for your life or your business, a blend of both? The next card that came in, there were two together, and I found this very interesting energy. We have the maiden and the hunter, right? So the maiden and the hunter. And the energy here again on these two cards symbolizing the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and a balance of the work that we do externally, for the physical realm, and the work that we do in the inner realm, the emotional realm, right? Our mindset, our beautiful self-worth, our self-care, our self-love, all the selves, and how we navigate and master our mindset for self-leadership. It's beautiful. And it's, again, it's the ebb and the flow. And I love these beautiful cards. They have such vibrant colors to them and really beautiful messages. So for the hunter, we have the horse rearing up through somewhat of a cloudy day, opening up to the light that's beyond the clouds, that's beyond the storm that's passing. For the maiden, we sink down into the beautiful creative energy, and we see it mirroring what is below. Even deeper in the mirror is the womb space of which we do our beautiful shadow work for ourselves, for our self sovereignty, our sacred feminine, our sacred masculine, going in. And where are we on our journey with the wounded healer that's coming in for me at this time? And what does this look like for you? What does this feel like for you? What does it sound like? What does it smell like? Right? The next card that comes in is the temple card. And the temple card is the ascension, the amplification, if you will, the expanding unfoldment of the journey. And they see the temple as a pyramid, and how it's the chakra energy, right? And how you can see that the temple is a space for the sacred work. So what does your sacred or spiritual work look like for you? What practices do you embody every day for yourself? Now, this is someone who's empowered and enlightened and aware of the journey, of the perspective of what's coming in for them. And I see the beautiful blue galaxy, right? There's some purple in here. And we've got the green heart chakra energy going into the yellows and then into the oranges. So we're bringing in that chakra energy. I see it just skimming the surface, if you will. That's what's coming in for me. It's just skimming the surface of what is infinitely available in the potentiality of infinite possibilities. That's just skimming the surface of where you are on the journey right now. Now, the mother came in, and this is coming into me and saying, mothering the world is an oyster and you are a pearl, and you've been tumbled through the cycles and the seasons, and your beautiful illuminating self is ready for the next step. Know that the infinite, unconditional, loving lap of the mother womb holds and protects you, and that's your sacred self. That's it. The transformation that comes in is so it's coming in. Okay, so like these cards come together. So the storm, right? Even though, and not just even though, we are the pearl, you are the pearl, and you have been rumbled and tumbled and tossed and turned. And that is the journey of the ebb and the flow of the cycles of the learning and the blessing, and knowing what practical steps you have in your toolbox to weather the storm, right, in the cycles, to do the work inner on the inner realm. And storm is just a metaphorical for feelings of low vibe, like fear and lack and scarcity, unknown, right? Fear of the unknown, worry, stress, like all of those negative energies can be equated to the energy of a storm. So on this cycle, how are you bringing in the healing to bring in that beautiful pearl-like illuminescence? And there are times in the transformation, the siren energy comes in and it's shedding light that there are things that need to be released that no longer serve us as we move forward in the cycle. So we get the cracking open of the knowledge realization through the lens of knowing that which no longer serves us is released in this cycle, so that our energy is amplified and our energy expands to the next level of who we are becoming on the journey, right? So that's the reading for today, and that was a really potent reading. I love to hear any comments that you have to share about that reading. And yeah, so many blessings, and until next time, ta for now.